All right, yesterday we did the factoring, and we did it on the chart. Today I'm going to go over that assignment, and as I go over it, I'm going to do the problems, and I'm going to show you how I would do it on notebook paper, because I want you to start transferring that now from the template chart to notebook paper. Okay, so the first one, we have 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. Now, you can label your A, B, and C values. You don't have to label your A, B, and C values if you don't want to. That is completely up to you. On the chart there, I had you do it, but once you get into it on notebook paper, that's up to you. So, for this one, what is A? I'll label it for this one. What is A in this problem? Noah? 2. Good. Allie, what is B? What is B?
Oh, sorry.
3. And C. What is C here, Jordan? 1. Okay, step 1 tells us to do what? What do we do in step 1? You can read this from the chart still. You can still reference the chart if you need to remember the steps right now. Zach. A times C. So that's 2 times 1 in this case. And that is 2. Now, step 2 asks us to find 2 integers. And these 2 integers have to be able to do what? What do they have to be able to do? Allison? Multiply to 2. Multiply to whatever this value is, and add to this one. So, multiply to 2, add to 3. What multiplies to 2 and adds to 3? Matt? 2 and 1. Okay, now once we've identified 2 and 1, what do we do with 2 and 1? Based on the chart, what do we do with 2 and 1? Jamie? Okay, we rewrite it as 4 terms. So what would be the 4 terms up here?
2x squared plus 2x plus 1x plus 1.
Good. We're taking this 3x here and we're splitting it into 2 plus 1. So that's 2x squared plus 2x plus 1x plus 1. From here, what do we do next? What do we do next? Finn? Group the first 2, group the last 2. Now, we look at these first 2 terms, 2x squared plus 2x. What can we factor out of there? Garrett? 2x, good. What's left inside the parentheses, Garrett? X. Well, we need something for this 2x here. What do we put in its place? Just can't have x. What? Yes, x plus 1. Good. X plus 1, what can we take out of there? Nick? A 1. Make sure you write that as a positive 1. And then we have x plus 1 left. From here, what do these terms have in common? Noah? X plus 1. We take out the x plus 1. And we're left with 2x plus 1. And you're done. So that's how I do it without the template paper. Okay? You don't really need this step in here if you don't want it. Okay, next one. 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Okay, first step. Tara, what do we do? Okay, so what's the A value? B? C? All right, what's the next step? All right, what's the product of A times C? 6, very good. So we do 2 times 3, and that is 6. And in our next step, we have to find 2 numbers that can do what? We have to find 2 numbers that can do what in the next step? They have to multiply to something and add to something. What do they have to multiply to? 6 and add to 5. Okay? The next step, our A is 2, B is 5, C is 3. We have to find two numbers that multiply to 6 and then add to our B value, 5. All right, what multiplies to 6 and adds to 5? Brett. 2 and 3, good. From here, what do we do next? Maria. Okay, write it as 4 terms, please. Good, 2x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 3. 2x squared plus 2x. What can we factor out of there, Allison? 2x, good. What's left? Good. 3x plus 3. What can we take out of there, Carson? 3. What's left? Good. X plus 1. From here, what do they have in common? Zach. X plus 1. We take out the x plus 1. And we're left with 2x plus 3. And you're done. Questions on this? Are you all following the work I'm doing since I'm not on the template paper right now? Is everyone following what I'm doing? Okay. Number 3, we have 2x squared plus x minus 6. On number 3, I know it says n. I just replaced the n with x's. A is 2, B is 1, C is negative 6. Next step, Elena, what do we do? All right, Elena, what's 2 times negative 6? Negative 12, good. Next step, what do we have to find, Matt? Pair of integers to do what? Good. Multiply to negative 12, add to 1. What two numbers do that, Nick? Good. From here, Ryan, what do we do? Good. 2x squared plus 4x minus 3x minus 6. From here, we group. 2x squared plus 4x. What can we take out of there? Finn. 2x. Good. And what are we left with, Finn? Good. Negative 3x minus 6. What do we take out of there, Jamie? Why do you take out a negative? Very good. You look at that first term. If that first term is negative, you must take out a negative. If the first term's positive, you take out positive. The first term is what dictates that to you. So you take out a negative 3, you're left with x plus 2. And what do these two terms have in common, Jordan? X plus 2. We take out the x plus 2. Jordan, what are we left with? Very good. And there it is. Questions on that? Questions on that? Okay, right now I'd like all of you to try the following, and I want you to try without the template paper, see if you can do it. X squared minus 30x plus 25. All right, let's go through this. A is 8, B is negative 30, C is 25. You want to make sure you keep the signs All right, if your b is negative 30, keep that negative with it. It's not just 30. Okay, first step. No, what do we do? Good, and what is that? Good. Tara, next step, what do we have to do? The integers that do what? Good. Okay, what two numbers multiply to 200 add to negative 30? Carson. Good. Okay, putting them back into the problem, what do we have, Maria? Good. Okay, Allison, these first two terms, what can we take out? These first two? You have yours backwards? All right, that's fine. Can you tell me up here based on these two? 4x, good. And that's 2x minus 5 left. Out of these last two terms, what can we take out? Brett. Good. That's 2x minus 5. Take out the 2x minus 5. And we have 4x minus 5. Questions on that? Now, if you weren't sure if that was right, how can you check that? How can you check a problem that you foil? How can you check a problem that you factor? Allie? Foil it. Yeah, refoil it. Okay, right now I want you to solve for x in the following. Solve for x, please. 3x squared minus x plus 11 equals 15. Solve for x, please. Okay, before I go into this problem here, I actually want to do another one with you. Okay? Because by doing this other problem, it will show you something that you needed to do for this one. Okay? So I'm going to do 3x squared plus 8x plus 4 equals 6. Okay. Now, you don't have to do this one along with me unless you want to. I'm doing this more for demonstration purposes to prove a point. All right, Jamie, how would you do this? No, you didn't. That's not what you did on your paper. On the last problem, to begin with. You're not playing along now. You did something different to begin with. What did you do differently? AC grouping, right? Okay, so, and this is what a lot of you did. All right, a lot of you went at this problem and you just went straight to factoring it. Well, we're going to factor this, and I'm going to show you what the problem is with doing that. Okay? So, when we factor this, we do 3 times 4. That's 12. Now I need two numbers to multiply to 12 and add to 8. What multiplies to 12 and adds to 8? Multiplies to 12 and adds to 8. Maria? 6 and 2. So we have 3x squared plus 6x plus 2x plus 4 equals 6. Is everyone with me? Everyone with me? All right, now, we group that. That's 3x, x plus 2. Take out the 2. That's x plus 2. 6. So we're left with x plus 2 times 3x plus 2 equals 6. Is everyone with me? Because now I'm about to prove my point. Okay? Right here, we're multiplying two things together. We're multiplying x plus 2 times 3x plus 2. So we have this green here being multiplied by the yellow. We do green times yellow, and we get 6. Tell me, what do you know about the green or the yellow? What do you know about the green or the yellow? Jordan. If I FOIL them, they'll be the same thing I start with, correct. But if I just multiply, don't look at the binomials in here, look at the green, the whole green, times the whole yellow. I multiply them together, and I'm getting 6. I'm telling you the answer is 6. What do you know about the green and the yellow? Brett. They both have an X in it. All right, good. What else do you know about the green and the yellow that pertains to the 6? What do you know about the green and the yellow as it pertains to the 6? Matt? Correct. So what does that mean about the green and the yellow if they multiply to equal 6? All right, so give me what they could be then. What could the green and yellow be? They could be 2 and 3, right? The green could be 2 and the yellow could be 3, and they'd be 6, right? Could the green be 3 and the yellow be 2? They'd multiply to give me 6 also, right? Could the green be 1/2 and the yellow be 12? That would do it, right? Could they be 6 and 1? 1 and 6. So the bottom line is, what do you know about the green and the yellow? What do you know about the green and the yellow? No? No? It could be anything. You don't know anything. If it could be anything, what you really know is nothing. You know nothing. Now, what if instead of this 6, what if I did this instead? Made that a 0. Now, what do you know? Now, what do you know? If I'm multiplying the green and the yellow and getting 0, what do you know? What do you know? Brett. Either the green or the yellow have to be 0, or both. One or the other, or both of them could be 0. And that is what allows you to solve for x. Because since one of them or both of them are going to be 0, I can set both of them equal to 0. Because if either one of these two equals 0, if the green equals 0, we're good. If the yellow equals 0, we're good. If we have either one of these two equaling 0, we know that our product will also be 0. Okay, so going back now to the problem that you were just working on. We have 3x squared minus x plus 11 equals 15. Before you even factor, what do you have to do? Before you even can factor, what do you have to do? Tara. Subtract 15 from both sides. Why, Garrett? Correct. I wouldn't be able to solve the other way. We have to get it set equal to 0. We get it set equal to 0, then we can factor, then we can solve. So from here, we subtract 15 from each side. So you have 3x squared minus x minus 4 equals 0. Now, how many answers should you get for x? Allison? 2. Finn, how do we know that? The exponent, very good. We have an x squared, so that means we should get 2 answers for x. So from here, we factor. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. We need to find 2 numbers to do what? 2 numbers to do what, Nick? Good. Multiply to negative 12. Add to negative 1. What 2 numbers do that? Matt? Okay. Substituting it into the problem, Ryan, what do we get? Equals what? 0. Good. From here, we factor, we take out a 3x, that's x plus 1. Take out the negative 4, that's x plus 1. What do they have in common now? Allie. X plus 1, we take out the x plus 1, Allie, and what's left? From here, how do we solve for x now? We have x plus 1 times 3x minus 4 equaling 0. Finn. Very good. If either one of these equals 0, we're good. So we're going to set them both equal to 0. So x is going to equal 4/3, and x is going to equal negative 1. Questions on that? Questions on that? Okay, right now, I would like you to take number 45. Do number 45. Set that problem equal to 0 and solve for x, please. Number 45. Set it equal to 0, solve for x. I'll put it up here on the board. Solve for x in that problem. Okay, first step, labeled A, B, and C. What do we do now? Allie. And what is that? Good. Zach, next step. All right, multiply to 24, add to negative 11. What two numbers do that, Finn? Good. Allison, from here. Okay. Okay. We group. Jordan, 6x squared minus 3x. What do they have in common? Good. What's left? Good. Elena, negative 8x plus 4. What do they have in common? Negative 8x plus 4. What do they have? What type of 4? Negative 4, because this front number is negative. Left with 2x minus 1. Take out the 2x minus 1. And we're left with 3x minus 4 equals 0. From here, next step. Jamie. Good. And you get x equal 4/3 and x equal 1/2. Questions on that? Questions? Okay. Your homework for tonight is going to be this first column, the rest of this first column for this weekend. Column 1. Column 1. 1 going straight down, column 1. All you have to do is factor. Do not solve. Don't set it equal to 0. Just factor. That's it. Just factor it. That's all.